so our first goal in the beginning is to establish that we're in a park. And I kind of don't want to like give it all away at once. I want to ease viewers in.
Kind of slow.
Yeah, so I was thinking we start with like a close-up shot of some kind of detail, like a flower or blades of grass or something like that. And then we come out a little bit more, maybe like a medium shot of some leaves in a tree, and then like a wide shot of the park before we've gotten there. You'll notice that as I'm thinking of these shots with Miles and say, maybe we'll get this, maybe I'm thinking this, and that's because these are just ideas to work from. I might get in the field and see something that works much better and do a little pivot, and that's the fun part. All right, so that part is done.
Got the park shot. Now we need to establish that the picnic is starting. So we have a blanket. Need to get a picnic basket.
We don't have a picnic basket.
Not the
$58, no.
That one's 100.
Okay, this one's cheap and it looks
I could make that
traditional. Okay, no.
What is that?
She is not the one. Oh, I like this one.
Ooh.
I legit like this. Like, I feel like we could become picnic people with this.
I think you're right.
All right, so now that we have our picnic basket, let's get back to our goals here. And so to show us laying down the blanket, I was thinking that we could have the camera on the ground, the lens facing up. So at first you're just like seeing the sky, clouds, maybe some tops of trees. We will be out of the frame with the blanket all the way spread out, unfolded on either side, walk into the frame, and then we lower the blanket like we're putting it on the ground. So then it's gonna go closer and closer to the lens until the screen's flat.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next I want to do a seamless transition. So you know how the last shot ended on black when we put the blanket over the lens? And this shot I want to start with black. And I was thinking we put the camera inside the picnic basket with the lens faced up. The lid will be closed, so everything will be dark. And then you just see this lid opening, all the light floods in, and then we're unloading. So our hands are going toward the camera. They're getting really big. The perspective should be really funky. I think it'll be dope.
I like it. I think we should add a little bit more normal shots.
Right.
You know, something from overhead, maybe some matched action, and then something wide, maybe like a wide shot showing our whole bodies.
Showing the scene, yeah.
So it's not just from,
the like inside
they're
the
not
basket.
sure where they are.
Okay, cool. So let's add that. I love these shots with the blanket and the basket. Like, I think those are so cool. Actually, they should maybe start the video because you're like always looking to grab somebody's attention at the beginning of the video. They'll be more compelling than the park shots, and we could just move those afterward to give a little context to the scene. Does that work?
Not exactly. Well, we just need to take that last one out. The wide shot of park before arrival, replace it with something because we'll already be unpacking.
There. Yeah. Well, so we could just show not before arrival, but of us unpacking.
We already have a wide shot of us unpacking, so
we want variety. We
maybe do like an extreme wide.
Extreme wide shot. So we're like really tiny in the frame, and you see like all of nature big around us. Okay, cool.
That works.
So I think we're good for the shots for the beginning of our video, and you'll notice that we're getting pretty detailed in our shot list. And you don't have to get this detailed. You could just write down like, look, I want 3 shots of XYZ, and then just wing it in the field. And if you get stuck, you could just glance down at the cheat sheet, which has, you know, that list of possible shot compositions, and say, hey, I haven't done a low angle yet. It's up to you, but going through this process will definitely help you get in the right mind frame, thinking about your flow, and making sure that you're prepared. So let's move on to the goals for the middle of our video now and coming up with shots for that.
All right, this first one looks like we have to show us setting up the spread.
Okay, so I was thinking we start with drinks, and I was thinking we start with like a side shot of a hand tilting the bottle, pouring into the glass, move to an overhead shot, matching the action, and then sometimes it looks really cool. I've done it with toast at weddings, like if you get underneath the glass and you see it filling up, and so we'll have 3 shots for that.
And then we'll show us setting up the food.
Right.
And just put it on the plates.
We need to figure out food. I think
something colorful.
We could do a salad with like red berries. And then I can't just have salad though. We're gonna need some carbs.
Well, bread, definitely.
And cheese. We could do like a cutting board thing.
Yeah.
It's very schmancy. And then we can get some slicing shots. Okay, so let's do 3 shots each for scooping salad out and then cutting up the bread, putting it on the plates. You've shown us setting up the spread, now we need to chow down, we need to eat. So I don't want to just like show close-ups of my mouth just chomping. Y'all need to see that. So I was thinking like the fork, scooping the salad, close-up of that, and then a wider shot of going to the mouth. And then we need to look like we're having fun. So like close-ups of our happy faces, yeah.
All right, the last thing there would be taking the selfie.
Taking the selfie, okay. So if you're holding, let's say you're gonna hold the phone because your arm is longer, we could have the camera facing the back of your hand and it'll be blurry, you'll see our faces.
What about from the other side?
We do the other side, so back of our heads, and you see the picture on the phone and then like wide shot,
yeah,
the whole thing.
Okay.
Cool. So that is it for the shots for the middle section of our video. And you'll notice that I'm writing all these different types of shots in our shot list, and to make it a little faster for yourself, you can also use abbreviations for these shot types that are commonly used by filmmakers. And I've included a list of those as a resource on the Teachable lesson if you're interested in that. All right, let's move on to the end of our video.